What kind of bad man thing that? So the trying man not have nothing?
It all depends on the government. That's why time forward, because we Mark we have to fix a slogan, but
may I tell him on the system beat we bad.
but
Bad. You know, see what they want to take real concession. They have to split justice. Them thing are going a long time from both party in a power. That's why I prefer pool party more than anything else. You know them way there? But we will see.
No.
Come like me have to go just run for MP. Cause chatting sometimes not going nowhere, you know. Sometimes you have to get involved. But we will see.
That's an idea, you know.
Me know, I'm serious. But we will see.
All right, but if you were to run for MP, which constituency would it be?
But that have to be St. Catherine South.
All right, there you have it. You said it there. All right.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one wherein the main headline is Vybz Kartel expose them wicked plus Mutabaruka big religious debate. So guys, this one is gonna be really a warm and interesting one. So you wanna stay tuned and don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. With that being said, let's go ahead and hear what Vybz Kartel and Mutabaruka got to say in this one, my people. Let's move.
What's the symbolism of the orange bandana?
I don't know, for some strange reason, I don't know if that poem we grew up or the community where I come from, but I just like color, you know?
So it's not because time come or nothing like that.
Why?
Why? I forgot to take that up with Mark Golding, because that's the slogan.
With time forward in that street.
All right. It's a convenient time to ask you to look at the monitor and identify identify the person begging nuts.
Hold on. You can't see. I have my shades. I don't see them.
All right, it's a good time. Just keep your shit. You don't see them?
You know, see what they want to take real concession. What kind of bad man thing that? So the trying man not have nothing?
It all depends on the government. That's why time forward, because Mark we have to fix a slogan, but I guess.
Yeah, but remember me as the artist, even though I like, I'm going to say my favorite color, we still have to talk unbiased. I mean, I could see where mortgage are going to do. Because I have to split justice.
And the person was not identified.
I did parade of a witness.
No, well, you pull up like witness protection program.
No, I didn't start. Remember, I Kartel always a set trend, so I knew trending.
All right, so how you take this opportunity to say cease and desist from adding to your blog KFC, because we don't want it raised.
Yeah, man, I raise
all right.
September come and sing about
school fee. Them doing a good job of that by themselves, so you don't have to even worry about that one.
So 238, him tell me that from 4 years ago, say at that paragraph there, I'm a saving grace. Different than God himself. You know? So, you know, say Jeremy and I'm DPP officer mad himself.
Who? Okay. The Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on those two in light of what has happened to you?
The wheels of justice in Jamaica, it spins slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it spins faster for some people than others, apparently. Be honest, I never had a think about the Constitution like that. I remember we grew up in Jamaica, so we grew up and see injustice right round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I Waterford me grow. So we see injustice right round. So we not even did that think much about Constitution and the rights of people. Because when we are grow, we never have no rights. Nobody in our community never have no rights. Police come, them do what them want to do. Soldier come, them do what them want to do. So, no, I never did that. I never care much for the Constitution.
All right, so in terms of...
And then most of we not even did know our rights.
Do you know it now?
Yeah, me? Yeah, definitely. Because you know me, I have years to study and in a prison for study and read and understand. But what about the common man in the street?
All right,
Still no name right. Police see him say, boy, pull your phone. And him just pulling phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Police come here and say, open the door. And him just open the door. But then again, if him don't open the door, when the police kick off the door, what will happen to him? You know? So you have to look on that too.
All right. So sometimes you have to give up your rights to
You have
save
to
your
give
life.
up your rights to save your life.
But
so that I get
what do you
get the experience?
What do you say to those who would have said that if you weren't Vybz Kartel, you wouldn't access justice? Or what's your response to that?
But I'm not lie. And I mean 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other. Because only if I get a youth, they are prison right now where we left. Right chance time, or we left a prison where. If them did have money, them would do their prison. You know what I mean? So I believe that to be true. Because I never have my money. My dead in a show. I remember me have my money, I look how long them take for free me. Same way. I have to go away at England and then forward back, round trip. You understand? So yeah, of course I believe that. So what if I youth? And I see it for myself too. Because I spend 12 years in the institution them. But they are rising. We got Spanish Town, we got GP, couple small jail, we go back and rising. So that's true. I totally agree with that statement there.
All right.
Enough get you to come out of jail quick and prison, I just luck. You know what I mean? Most of them.
When you think about the system and what you endure, I'm just gonna ask, are you gonna sue for losses? What's your thought right now?
I said, remember, you know, just the last leg of the case. What you gonna call it?
The Privy Council.
No, not even Privy Council. After that, when you come back to Jamaica,
yes,
that little 5
Oh,
days,
the retrial.
the retrial in a court of appeal there. Just the affidavit them and the application them. A 14 million Jamaican dollar it cost me. You know that? Privy Council, that about 600,000 pounds. That 100 million Jamaican dollar. I want to start talking about the Jamaica appeal, the Jamaica first trial. You understand? So that's supposed to answer the question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's a yes. I mean, you answer the question.
Context, but just give the people them some context. And it matters. Go
All right.
figure.
All right. With you.
Yeah.
Context matters. It's him do the lawyer thing a while ago. But in terms of
them their own lawyer so long, we must catch the vernacular and catch the slang them.
Well, the court says Leslie Campbell wasn't a lawyer or a doctor, so I'm not sure. That's who he was around, right?
That are the sofa. Yo, big up sofa. Big up sofa.
It's what was in the newspaper.
Yeah,
it's not me. I'm
man.
just repeating what the court said.
No, I mean sofa gonna fire power away in him affidavit about. I mean him affidavit, him assist him, man. So we now watch that. You know what I mean? We understand. But it's a good sofa thing. So, yeah.
We
Mr. Campbell.
Transitioning now in terms of
patrol team on the can't take with the phone.
This is what you call institutionalized today. You see them bigging up everybody in the prison. But
speaking of institutionalized, what do you mean in my bedroom? And you want key shape and jump for master? What?
There are many would have said that you bad influence on society, and society now gonna recover now that you're free. Jamaica mashup, whatever.
That's a rubbish. Remember, since me there prison from 2011 to 2013.
Yes.
Over 17,000 Jamaicans get murdered. I have the statistics. As a matter of fact, I did send it to you. So we have the statistics. So when me there prison, them say I can't tell a cause crime. So all me there prison for 12 years, and over 17,000 Jamaicans get murdered. You ever see somebody get murdered yet? Or it gruesome? 17,000 Jamaican citizens get murdered from 2011 to 2023. So who influenced that?
No, well,
and a matter of fact, before Cartel Boss, who used to influence the murder them before that? You know what I mean? People simple-minded and people small-minded. And we can't be held responsible for them narrow-minded view of the world and how things work. You know what them way there? So, yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. But in terms of the messaging to the youths,
Me not owe nobody no message. You know, so me youth them grow good. I mean, I always tell people, say, if you look for artists to raise your kids, you have already lost as a parent. What kind of parenting skill you have? That's you want a man with bleach out and full of tattoo and tell the girl them to skin out and suck this and suck that. Other man they want to raise a picnic, sir? Other man they want to raise a picnic, miss? Really? That's what I tell you, say the people them have a narrow-minded view of how things should be. Raise your own child, people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. A prison may stay and raise me pick to them. None of them not firing a gun. I would have stretched me hand from through the prison grid and push one of them. You understand? So my daughter graduated from Woolman's with with diploma and them thing that she got college. She had the sixth farm now. So when I can't stay there talk about cartel, a gunman and cartel, this and cartel, that. Just notice how my picnic them raise. I mean, you know, sometimes the streets call you, and when they call you loud. And sometimes your parents, them, may I go, to be honest, sometimes the parents, them busy, call them at work. So enough of them really not have time to stay at home and raise them.
But stop right there.
Still,
stop right there. That just means that there is an aspect of influence.
Me never said me not influence.
Well, no.
Influential, sorry.
No, so the fact that you are influential, there's something about the messaging. Are you saying that you don't have responsibility because of the nature of the nature of the art form, or is there something you could do?
But a lot of that is you can't blame Kartel for that. Because
not blame, no man.
Misguided children have been around before Vybz Kartel boss, before Bounty Killer boss, before Ninja Man boss. You know, so me I watch the other day forward with Jimmy Cliff for the year. And when we named that, when some time we go to Jimmy Cliff, and I said, "Is you me come for?" And then Jimmy Cliff wheel off the two spinners, the man I run him down, and the picnic them I run him down, and I chose stone and fine, and he running at the gully. That kind of the 60s, you know. You know so much dirty rubbish in the gully and zinc fence and borders that are in a downtown Kingston, that you know. So you see how long the system of poor people under poverty and sufferation. So it have not the delinquency in a society have nothing to do with Vybz Kartel.
But you just use your platform to address a serious issue in society.
Of course, I mean I go deep and show them say it bigger than Kartel and Ninja Man and Bounty Killer. It have gone long before we even born. And it have gone long before dancehall music even exists. Because when them crime and violence are going in the 60s, you know. Late 60s, early 70s, you know.
Right.
Political, which is what? When fuel buy. Politics. Because remember in them days there, you know, when gunshot a fireman are dead and the first A1 John them come, the M16 them from Vietnam War and the old AK them come, you know. Dancehall artists never exist. Nobody never either say, shoot me, I go shoot in your face. It's the art. After the Jamaica get violent, then the art start imitate life. And that's how you get the rude boy DJ them come out now. So it was always the people then who fuel the artists them lyrics. In other words, if dancehall was something invented in Singapore, we could not sing about gun, because no gun there Singapore. Would I sing about trust fund and you know what I mean, $1 million investment, and so the art imitate life.
Yeah, but art can also influence life.
I never said it wasn't influential, but guess what now? Me can't be held responsible for the.
No man, we gone past responsibility.
Then
I'm saying. No, we past responsibility.
Of course.
We're saying, remember.
Because Johnny said the prisoner, I still did affect grace my picnic them from behind the bars. Because I understand the system. I understand Jamaica, I understand how it works. You know what I mean? So impressionable minds are there. But it's still all blame for the leader at the foot of the government. Remember when you're youth, you know, you have youth club, you know, youth club. When that say about a youth club in our community then. So I don't want a man feel like say I want like a fool sit down here start talk, brother.
I don't think nobody feels so. So the judge ourselves say you're very, very intelligent. So
thank you, Miss McDonald Bishop.
The government irresponsible and all the blame is supposed to be laid at the hands of the government.
Rightfully so, then that's how I vote for them to put them in. If you give me a job, to be your helper, your maid. Every time you come in at the house dirty. Remember, you pick me them dirty up the house, you know. But you give me the job to clean up the house.
Right.
So we are going to do. The pick me them dirty up the house, or me as an adult, we have to pay every week to keep the house clean. Is that matter for you? Learned friend. Before the youth them even reach a prison, them traumatized, you know. Don't think.
No, elaborate on that.
I want to
hear that.
Little baby, 2-3 years old. Police kick off your mother door. Come in at the house. Bust up your father face in front of you. Put you in the next room. You hear a gunshot. When you come out of the room,
you lose a parent.
You lose a parent. You grow in the community when shot a fire and gunman and exchange gunshot. You and your mother under the bed curl up. You grow come see domestic violence commonplace. It coming like dirty water everywhere in the community. So the trauma start from inner the community. You understand? So when them reach a prison, them are the whole way are done full-fledged madman. If you understand.
No, man, with you.
So I be a mad people that walk up and down in Jamaica. The people them traumatized, you know. I'm serious with even I run the joke.
No, I don't disagree. I see real proper distinguished people going around begging nuts. So I said to myself, if you can have a law degree and I walk around and beg nuts, bad people they're on the place.
But the time when they take a beg nuts, I them fear are looking to what we are talking about right now. You know what I mean? And put things in place. But one thing, you know, I don't talk, you know. The country seems hopeless, you know. I mean, I try to be cynical. I mean, say changes can be made, but the people them face it hard, be. People them suffer, dog. I tell you straight. People them traumatized on the road. By the time we reach prison, we are good mad people.
Wake it up in the middle of the night.
Hold on.
Randomly 4:30, you just decide say you're gonna go lock where yourself. Take where yourself. Yes, so I'm saying.
People being in the house. And when you reach 4 o'clock in the morning, I say, yo, I forgot to turn off my phone now. Because when they're in prison, certain hours 4 or 5 o'clock, you have to lock off your phone and hide it. Because you know, anytime them can come search. Even see them, sometimes she'll tell me, say, me up on phone and I whisper in my house, like, yo, Jai, where you there? And she'll say, yo, dog, you're free. Turn up your phone and put it on speaker. So you see how trauma work? You see how them things they work? So imagine the people them way, because me have the opportunity and get the blessing for left out of them situation the years ago through music.
Right.
Take me out of the ghetto and take me out of poverty and things. But what about the people that must face them things on a day-to-day basis? You know what I mean? We face gunman are killed, police are killed. You know what I mean? It's wicked, man.
All right.
Wicked.
As long as you're aware of it. No,
yeah,
in terms of the...
And sometimes the people them are live it, you know, and them not aware, you know. Because should them born in it, it's natural for them. Natural for them. And that's the earthfulest thing about it. You know what I mean? But it's wicked, man.
But I'm going to address something. You said that Jamaica is hopeless. Sometimes.
No,
it seems that way.
It seems. Because we see a real hope here and there, you know. Because remember, we are resilient people, you know. You know what I mean? And greatness in a way, you know. From we come from Africa, the tribe, them with them put us and make we mix up.
Right.
Greatness in a way. But me I tell them, man, the system beat we bad.
Right, bad.
You know, see where they want to take we all concession. What kind of bad man think that? So the trying man not have nothing?
It all depends on the government. That's why time forward, because we have to fix a slogan, but I guess...
Yeah, but remember me as the artist, even though I like, I'm going to say my favorite color, we still have to talk unbiased. I mean, I could see where mortgage you go do. Because I have to split justice. Them things are going a long time from both parties in a power. That's why I prefer pool party more than anything else. You know them way there? But we will see. Come like me, I forgot to run for MP. Because chatting sometimes not going nowhere, you know. Sometimes you have to get involved. But we will see.
That's an idea, you know.
I know, I'm serious. But we will see.
All right, but if you were to run for MP, which constituency would it be?
Would have to be St. Catherine South.
All right, there you have it. You said it there. All right.
Hard Talk, Brought to you by Digicel.
Drive your dream with Digicel. You can win a brand new Benz. Put credit on your phone and call your friends and tell them say.
Thanks for joining us for another Religious Hard Talk. I'm Ian Boyne. Mutabaruka, the controversial one, the cutting edge one, the one who has been a thorn in the side of Christians for many years. On his late night talk show, he has ridiculed Christianity. He has attacked Christianity mercilessly, rejecting the Bible, rejecting all the sacred tenets of Christianity, rejecting all the notions about the divinity of Christ's virgin birth. He has carried on a ceaseless apologetic against Christianity and for Rastafari. But I have on several occasions questioned his authenticity as a Rastafarian. On a recent program, I asked 3 of his Rastafarian brethren to comment on my view that Muta is no Rastafarian. Well, Muta was a bit incensed at that and what he sees as my persistent questioning of his authenticity, and devoted the entire 4 hours of his cutting-edge program the following Wednesday to a critique of my position and an explanation of his. It was a fine exposition of his views on Rastafari. Well, Muta has accepted my invitation to be on with me, to sit with me, man to man, and for us to deal with this issue of Rastafari, for me to raise questions about his apologetic against Christianity. This is going to be the definitive interview on Rastafari with Mutabaruka. I have some questions for him, and he has some answers, hopefully, for me. Mutabaruka.
Yes, sir.
But glad you come face the man.
Your opening remarks.
You know, run
typical
from the
of
man.
your journalistic approach.
Great to be. You know, I'm a great fan of your program. Every night time I am listening to you. I stay up with you until 2 o'clock. Yeah. And I must say, you are doing an important thing in communications. You're exposing the Jamaican people to a wide variety of expressions. And a lot of people who listen to you don't realize that a number of the ideas that you're putting forward are really cutting-edge ideas in the academy. A lot of your arguments about the Bible, your questioning of Christianity, your questioning of the supernatural, reflects, many people might not know this, reflects the best thinking, the most sophisticated thinking among academicians and among the professors in the religious studies department. And you have played a number of documentaries on the program, exposing people to a wide variety of views and so on, and really important. So you're really doing important work, and what you're showing, and your appreciative listeners call in and mention to you on many occasions, you're showing that the Jamaican people, there are lots of people who are interested in serious discussion. It's not just the reary and the excitement and entertainment people are interested in.
And I'm finding out
now
that a lot of Christians listening.
You know how many Christians who are listening now?
They are, it's like, well,
that's good.
They're praying for me. They're praying for me. I give thanks.
Muta, why you born the Bible? Why you born God?
All right. You see now, you start out the premise now, we're wrong. We say me born the Bible.
But you said that, you know?
Listen to me now.
When you replied to me the other night, you said, me born you and born one, I said, but me born God, me born the Bible.
No, wait, God, me talk the Bible now.
Yeah,
the Bible is a book, with different things inside. It's 66 books.
But it's not the inspired word of God.
No, it's man in him quest for understand himself and him surrounding him environment, politically, socially, religiously, him come up with these.
And God's words to him.
Well, I don't know about no God word because I don't know what language God talk. So I don't know. God inspire man is like saying Bob Marley was inspired by God or Luciana was inspired by God, when I know say Luciana within himself and him consciousness awakening to certain things and let him write about it. I'm a poet. I don't have no inspiration coming from God. I know inspiration come from what I see.
That's what you mean.
What I understand.
So the Bible is just man's attempt
It's
to
man
understand
writing
himself.
about, especially in the context of him environment where he is at the time. Him write about him situation and what him hope to happen in the situation.
And the Bible, you see, Muta, has held back a lot of people.
Well, if the Bible was such a great book, in the context where people say it is, why is it that the Bible is the most divisive book when interpreted by different people? Because right now there's no other book in the world that has caused so much divisiveness like the Bible, because of trying to interpret what men were saying 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And I'm asking, why is it important to interpret a man 4,000 years ago and put it in your context now? Like say it's you have to just take, like you take in history and put it now and without even understanding the context in which the thing was written. Why was the man writing?
But in other ways, how the Bible hold us back as black people? In some practical ways. Yeah, man, tell us.
It's a serious thing now, because when I was going to school, we never knew say Egypt was in Africa. That's the first thing. So we never get to understand it. So most of the things historically, the places geographically was happening in the Bible was in Africa. So that again now wipe out our idea that we have a history. Because our history is supposed to start as slavery. We never have a history in the Bible. Now we come realize, say, but wait, Egypt, Ethiopian and place there is biblical places. So how come a man I tell you now, so why right now, Charlton Eston is Moses and Yulbrina is Pharaoh and all these things. So we have to really wipe out that our consciousness.
Yeah,
coming now, we're not in coming to the New Testament, what them call the New Testament. Them give you a man named Jesus Christ who never, you know what I'm talking about, sex? Sex is supposed to be the thing that every person do on earth to reproduce. Jesus Christ never have the taint of this so-called sin. Now, if Jesus Christ is the epitome and the person that I am supposed to become, and him never
have sex,
and him do have the genes connection to the so-called Adam and Eve.
His mother was a virgin.
Yeah, and him not connected to Adam and Eve, who them claim was the first sin. If Adam and Eve, I am genetically linked to Adam and Eve. Therefore, I am coming with a baggage. Jesus Christ don't have that baggage there. So when a man look at me and say, why can't I must live like Jesus Christ?
Him
really put a task to me, which is really, it's like a rabbit that run on a carrot and you push a carrot in front of him, elusive. And that is really an illusion in itself. And I think that is the biggest problem right now. That people is looking on a so-called individual that might never have existed.
Jesus might never have existed.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if Jesus existed because there was no man in that history named Jesus.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But there's no certainty that he existed.
All right. There's no, not only the certainty, but the man Yeshua is different from the man Jesus in the Bible. Yeah. No, we're not talking about the name, no.
Jesus.
No, I'm not talking about no Jesus.
I know.
I said the attributes. The attribute that is given to the man in the Bible. There's no historical reality that can substantiate that this man, for instance, a man feed 5,000 people with 4 fish and 3 barley loaf, and I have 12 baskets left. I must believe that historically.
Yeah.
No, man, that is true. People want to believe.
And I heard you mention a man. I talked to 1 million people in Egypt.
Moses,
and I tell him one night,
stand up in front of one, and him have a microphone, and 1 million people hear him at the same time and move at the same time, and I must believe that. No, I am seeing that this is a impediment against. This is an impediment against man realizing himself, developing his true potential as a divine being in earth, because man is really a divine being in earth. There's no entity outside of himself that is signaling him to this energy.
So we are the greatest that exists, and nothing beyond us.
It's not that nothing is beyond us.
No, sorry. There's no being beyond us.
No.
Supernatural being.
No, there's no supernatural being. The only supernatural being is what man creates in his consciousness.
In his mind.
Yes.
So God is
a
figment of our man. We make God in our image.
God was created by man, and then man created by God, and God reciprocate and create man. This is an African retention that if there was no man, there wouldn't be any concept of God. So the idea of a first cause is ridiculous, because if it's from the mere fact that they say cause, there must have been a cause for the cause. And I am saying that there is no beginning, then there is no end. Life and death life, death. Death is not the end of life. Because life cannot die, but entities die.
Yes, yes. So you accept macro evolution. You think that we evolved as human beings. We didn't have a divine, any supernatural origin then?
No, I don't think we have no supernatural
origin.
I don't think we have supernatural.
Mutabaruka talking to us about his concept of Rastafari. I have accused him of not being a Rastafarian. I will put certain questions to him. Let us see how he answers. This is Religious Hard Talk.
Religious Hard Talk. Brought to you by Digicel.
Drive your dream with Digicel. You can win a brand new Benz. Put credit on your phone and call your friends and tell them, say.
Welcome back to Religious Hard Talk. We're looking again at the matter of Rastafarianism, and we have with us one of the leading and one of the most well-known exponents of Rastafari, dub poet and Rastafarian philosopher Mutabaruka. So we're talking about the Bible and the adequacies of the Bible. How?
Yeah, all right. I was talking about the idea of Jesus Christ,
yes,
who was not born in sin and was not shaped in iniquity.
Yes.
But I am supposed to now live like this man.
Yeah, yeah.
If this man did not have the taint of sexual connection, that means he's a different man. And if him have these attributes, how can I have the same attribute when he was not coming? It is more.
But he was in the flesh. Christians say was
no,
in the
it's not a part of
and he was
flesh.
tempted
But
at all points.
It's not sex with him.
Yeah.
And this is the sex.
But sex. Why would that make such a decisive difference?
Tell me, you is a Christian.
The fact that he never.
No, but you is a Christian.
Born as a result of sexual activity.
You is a Christian. You must tell me,
I don't
because
see what that.
I don't see it neither.
What difference that would make?
No,
in
it's the
terms
Christian.
Of his being like us.
It's the Christian must tell I don't believe in Jesus Christ. The Christian must tell I what makes the difference when him don't born of sex. Not make the difference when him if him born.
No, that is to say in the Christian understanding that is coming to the earth was of divine origin. In other words,
but him
he was not a man. He came through a woman.
Yeah.
But he pre-existed. He existed before. He was in heaven with the Father.
Him come through a woman.
Yes.
And I am saying for a man to come through a woman, she did have a connection with a man. But Jesus Christ's mother did not have a connection with a man. Yeah, so that makes him different from me and you.
Yeah, man.
So if he's different from me and you, in genetic connection with Adam and Eve, it's not same like me. Because I am already, my DNA already is embedded in the sin of Adam and Eve.
Yeah, and the Orthodox Christian teaching is that he could not sin.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ, well, him can't sin because he don't have the genetic connection with Adam and Eve.
I see your point.
Well, if he don't have the connection with Adam and Eve, I cannot use him
as an example.
That's
a good point.
It's just simple that. I have to use a man who did born same like me and do the same things and rise up out of that thing that I can say. But look what a man was a thief and look when he become that. Look what a man was a that and he become
that's
that.
That's not a foolish argument.
That is what I attack about.
And there are some Christians, they are in the minority, who believe that Jesus could have sinned and that he inherited a flesh that was fallen. So there are those few people, but I agree that the vast majority of Christians don't believe that.
That is what more Jamaican people will tell you. That Jesus Christ never born of sin and never shaping and no iniquity.
Yeah. But in what other ways, Muta, have you seen the Bible? Or you see the Bible wreck people's life, mash up people's life?
Oh, the Bible.
yeah, in what other ways?
Is that the Bible wreck people's life? It's
the interpretation of it.
You see, I can tell you something.
Take the Bible in a way.
Because you see, religion supposed to help people. Yeah. But when we look on now, this book, you see this book? Man has been able to draw different things from this single book.
Yes.
And become a different thing from man. So most of the war that has been fought in the world today, Western world, it has been fought with men who believe in this book. The greatest atrocity that has ever been done to man is slavery. And this was brought on by men who believe in this book. The war that is going on right now in Iraq and these places is created by men who believe in this book. No, it's an argument for tell us why right now it's really not the book and all these things. But let us suppose that the book was not there. Because you remember John Lennon have a thing about imagine there was no heaven and imagine there was no hell. You can imagine if there was no Bible.
It's true. Because the Jews and the Arabs are fighting over Jerusalem.
Yes, because of
no
something
Bible
that was said in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. Them get this argument from
Precisely.
that Abraham,
Absolutely.
Isaac and Jacob and all these things. Yeah. So them a fight because of some connection with the so-called God that them create.
Yeah.
In a political situation.
Yes.
So is that we really a fight against? Is that
So the world will be a better place without the Bible.
I am feeling that. I am feeling that the world would be a better place without religion too.
Without religion?
Yes. Because the search for self does not lie in a supernatural connection with any being that is outside of yourself.
Let me ask you pointedly, Muta. Do you see Haile Selassie as God? And how can you be a Rastaman and you accept Selassie as God?
You see, God is a derogative term in a fair and I language, right? You know? So you have most of I and I don't use the term God. Because when I say God, if I tell you Selassie is God, you know the first you're going to ask me, say, is Selassie create the earth?
Yeah, I know.
Is Selassie create it? So in order not to get into that concept, I am saying no, I don't use the word God.
Is Haile Selassie supernatural?
Because the concept of God that is given to us cannot fit Haile Selassie in my interpretation.
Let me ask you.
So we don't know. You see, supernatural, God is a supernatural being. Haile Selassie to I is not a supernatural being. Haile Selassie is
he alive now? Is he alive now?
I don't know. It's not important to me if he's alive or I'm dead. It's not important to me. If Christianity don't tell me, wait there. Haile Selassie is I in response to slavery and colonialism come up with this idea. When I say I know, we're talking about like Leonard Howell and the man who come before I. The idea of Haile Selassie as a redeemer was not necessarily in the context of Jesus Christ coming back. It is the people who was Christian minded come into this idea and started to justify their understanding of Haile Selassie
so after
with
that time,
this Jesus Christ who was given to them.
So they were not the original Rasta. You're saying the
original Leonard Howell man.
Rasta man.
The Leonard
1930s.
Leonard Howell.
Rasta. Yeah.
Look at about Leonard Howell
himself.
Leonard Howell was responding to colonialism and slavery.
Yes.
When Marcus Garvey said, if the white man see God through him, Isaac, Jacob, and Jacob, make him do it. If the Jews want to see God through that, make him do it. But we must see God through our own spectacle, through Ethiopia.
Yes.
All right. So the question is asked, where's the black man king? Where's the black man God?
That's right.
Leonard Howell is responding to this in a political sense by saying, in 1930, it ushers in now a new era, a redemptive era in the black man consciousness.
So Howell started out not with Bible or the supernatural.
No.
But with the cultural.
With the idea that this man, in the essence of the historical references of black people, is going to free black people. No. What happened? That because most of the people them who rallied around Marcus Garvey and Howell, they were Christians, so they had to validate Haile Selassie
in those terms,
through the terms of what they knew and what they understand, because they couldn't do it outside of what they don't understand. So they started to now search the Bible to connect different terminologies that would signify them going to Revelation 5, the line of Judah, and all these things now. And then now they say, but this is the Jesus Christ that I was told about. So now it developed now into a biblical theology that did not make any difference in the Christian concept. What it was trying to do was to evolve Christianity from the 2,000 years ago into now. So what happened now is that the livity of these men, of these women, made a significant difference from the biblical interpretation of the man who they now declare to be the Messiah, the returned Christ.
I know, but what I'm saying is, Rastafari therefore evolved. And it evolved into a religion or into a philosophy or whatever that used biblical concepts. But you are now, in other words, what you are saying, you gone back to the original now.
No, I am saying that was one of the main problems of Rastafari when they started to use the Bible to validate Haile Selassie. Because Haile Selassie, the concept of Haile Selassie is in the manifestation of the livity of Rastafari and not in the learned understanding of Rastafari in the Bible.
We're talking in ways that people can't understand. All right.
Oh,
The average Rasta man.
So them not understand what I say?
No, the average Rasta man, where you check.
Yes. Learn.
Recently, I interviewed some Rasta men.
Yes.
All of them said, Selassie alive today.
Yes. Yes.
And then Magwan and
Of
King
course, it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
No, but you...
But the idea of Rastafari does not...
No, man. But you do not believe that when a person dies, the soul can continue beyond the body.
All right, what I am saying to you, all right, listen to me now.
And therefore,
all right, listen to me carefully. Because you may
as far as we know, in 78...
Listen to me. Because we now go through this again, you know. Life cannot die.
All right.
Life does not belong to individuals, but individuals possess a life energy that makes them different makes them individuals.
Understand.
It is like a building in an open land. You put a building in an open land, the space outside of the building and the space inside of the walls of the building is the same space. But what differentiates the space is that wall. If you move the wall, the space don't go with the building. The space still exists. So I am saying to you that when you talk about death, death means that the building crumbles. But there's nothing that is following the building.
So the person will continue.
There's nothing that is coming out of the building.
Yeah.
The space still exists. So the space don't move, you know. So when a man says somebody dead, and therefore now him life come out time, that is really a Western mindset that is telling you that there's something inside of you named life that is coming outside of you. I'm saying that there's nothing inside of you that is coming out.
All of us know when we
are all
that's it.
I.
So when I
and I. It's not relating to the man.
I know. So when I and I leave this earth, I am not existing somewhere else.
No, wait, no, man. You don't understand what I say. Listen to me.
No, we talk simply.
All right. You see, me talk simply. You don't understand. No. All right. Ian Bowen.
If me die, God forbid.
If Ian Bowen dead
and you go my funeral,
there's nothing that is coming out of Ian Bowen that is existing somewhere. So the life does not have an individualistic personality.
Right. I see your point.
So life is the energy, is the source that binds everything together. So in other words, now you cannot come out of life and then say you still life.
I see what
when you're dead,
that's it.
You're dead. But the life that makes you understand what you is now is continuous. So when a man tell you, when you claim say, Mutabaruka no believe in a life after death, I don't believe in a life after no death. Because body is the connection that life makes with the material world. And I am saying to you that the material world is there.
So this is all that we have.
But life exists whether or not the material world is there or not. And that is what we call energy. That is why I don't use God. Because you know why? Because man gives God an intelligence.
I know.
And he even say he.
That's true.
Because I'm afraid to say it. Because him giving characteristic to something that he don't understand.
So you don't believe in any supernatural?
No, I don't believe in supernatural.
You don't believe in supernatural?
No, natural.
Everything is natural?
Natural. That is why Rasta say Ital. Because I'm gone above all natural to him say Ital.
So how the Rasta man say?
What is good for nature?
That Selassie a rule and King the Kartel. You can't see him, but him in a spirit.
You know why?
Every Rasta man, every Rasta man.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Not every Rasta man say that.
Never Rasta.
There is a learned behavior in Rastafari, and there's an experienced behavior in Rastafari. Most of us learn the behavior through the Bible.
Through Bible.
Yes. So
you admit that. So most of them really learn through the Bible.
For instance, the terminologies that Rasta use mostly is like Babylon and things. Him get it out of the Bible. All right. But there is a group, there's a mind that is saying no, the experience of Rasta is what differentiate Rasta from the rest of the world and Christianity. And this is found in the cultural behaviors of Rastafari. For instance, lax, Ital food. Most youth, as him start to Rasta, him want to bush go live. him language start to change. Him start to say I and I this and that. All right. So you have certain things. For instance, you have a Rasta man who read the Bible and him say the reason why him smoke herbs is because herbs did found from Solomon grave and all them things. You have a next Rasta man say him no smoke herbs like me. You have hundreds of Rasta.
You never smoke herb yet?
No, I never smoke herb yet. And I know a whole heap of Rasta man who don't smoke herb. As a matter of fact, I know Rasta man, if you go in him house and go burn up him herbs, him vex, him run you out, I would say you're police. Or you want to come burn up him herbs and take 6 months to grow, and you come like you're police to come burn it up.
Yes,
all right. So the herbs is a very important aspect of Rasta.
I'm going to make you pick up on that. Take the break. Mutabaruka explaining his Rastafarian beliefs in his own terms. He doesn't need anybody to explain what he believes. Any Bible and anybody doesn't need me to tell you what he believes. He's here. And you know I believe in fairness. I believe in hearing all sides. So I've brought Mutabaruka to tell his own story on Religious Hard Talk.
That Selassie is God.
Well, the ultimate that, you know, I still say the whole history, everything. So for you now say His Majesty, I can't Rasta, I say something else.
No, I cannot be a Rastafarian and don't believe that Selassie is a God. That's not good. If you're a Rasta, you have to believe in a Selassie. Because of the doctrine that. I am uphold the doctrine that. Selassie.
No, not to my knowledge. Rastafarian, they believe that Selassie is their God. But I believe that Jehovah, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, is my God. I don't believe in all of that.
Yes, of course. You can be a Rastafarian by style, because that is what's going on now, just style. You're Rastafarian. It depends, although the real true meaning of Rastafarianism is to say that Selassie is your ruler and your God.
No, I don't think so, because all Rastaman thinks that Selassie is God still, from ever since. So that's my opinion.
No, you have to believe Selassie is God if you want to be a Rastafari. You see it, because that's for them culture that different from Christian culture. You see me, I say, so you have to believe in that.
I think that all of them just kind of get this understanding that Selassie is like God, even whether or not they believe, it's like a cliche then, it's like a saying. Them just automatically say it. I don't know if for real all of them really believe that Selassie is God, but I think it's like a cliche, like a saying. So them just live up to the saying then.
No, that no be away. I don't think that it's only one God, I King Selassie is the first, it can't be a second, and any second must after, you see it.
It's not possible because, as far as I'm concerned, the Rastafarian belief is based solely on the fact that their God is Selassie. So I don't think it's possible to be Rastafarian and not believe that Selassie is God.
No, you have to believe that Selassie is God. Because you know you don't believe that Selassie is God, there is no Rasta. You understand? You have to believe Selassie is God. You understand? Me believe Selassie is God. Because I have an African soul.
Mutabaruka on Rastafari. Muta, you were saying at the beginning.
All right, I'm going to explain something to you. A whole heap will come through the understanding of Rasta through Bible. We see Revelation, we see Psalms and things, we start to read the Bible. So, in reading the Bible now, we start to use terminology that's related to the Bible. It don't change our life, you know. It's just that we come with the idea now that Haile Selassie is God. All right. So, in now examining ourselves now with this idea, we start to want to go in the hills. We start to want to stop certain things. The Bible don't tell you if you do it, you know. It's just this understanding in a man, in an individual man now, that is allowing us to move from this normal Christian idea into what they call a cultural perspective. Because Christianity really don't have no culture. It's just a belief system. What Rastafari has offered is not only a belief system, but a cultural perspective that it can move away from the normal behavioral pattern and normal way of life from these people. That is why Rasta say it's not a religion, it's a way of life. Because it is in the way of life that the essence of Rasta is found. It's not in the doctrine of the Bible. The way of life of Rasta is what is important to Rasta.
Not the doctrine.
It's not the doctrine of the Bible.
That is why you can say, once you are maintaining that way of life, no, I can't question whether you're Rasta or not.
You know why?
That's why
you know why? Because you is using.
So you can't believe anything.
You using the conventional Western philosophy based upon your Christian understanding to say, oh come.
But a lot of your own Rasta man them are trying as you say.
Check the Rasta man them who saying it.
I say with them. I
say no. Check the Rasta man them who saying it. the Rastaman them who's saying it is embedded in the Bible.
I have a book here, Overstanding Rastafari.
I am saying to you, listen to what I say. The Rastaman them who's using these terminologies is embedded in the Bible. I am saying that there's a Rasta thought
outside
that I have lived it.
You have lived it.
I am not talking about what I have read. I have lived it. This Rasta thinking that tells you that we don't into the Bible. We into the way of life. How can we develop a way of life? That what makes Rasta different from other people?
That's what we want.
It's not the Bible that him read. It's because him did come and lots. It's because him did come and eat Ital food where everybody that say you got dead because you got maga down because you not eat salt and them thing there.
But you know, Hindu man eat Ital food long before Rasta.
But it's not a unique. But Rasta is not we're not saying it's a unique thing. The Sadhus, but we're not saying it's a unique thing. I am saying that the idea of Haile Selassie has allowed some dispossessed people who was domiciled on this farmer slave plantation island to develop a theology that can carry them into a way of life that is not necessarily unique to them, but without that they would have never found it, because the Christian doctrine was not able to put that in place for them to understand how to eat to live, or how to live and eat, how to
you have Adventists who are vegetarian, Muta. Within Christianity, you have Adventists who...
You're not hearing what I'm saying, you know. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
No, you said Christianity did not allow them, and I'm saying that's not true. But Christianity... You have Adventists who Ital.
Yeah, listen. Which Ital? Which Ital? It's on the Rasta can't Ital.
No, man.
Adventists can't. You have vegetarians and you have Itals, you know. Listen to me now. You have vegetarian different from Ital, you know. Because a vegetarian still eats certain things.
No, man. There are different types of vegetarian, man.
No, listen to me.
Total vegetarian, I eat a fish, man.
Listen, we're not talking about no fish.
Okay.
You have preempt the thing, you know. You have bushman. Listen to me, I say, man. You have vegetarians. Vegetarians can eat certain food. You see, when a man Rasta say Ital, he might talk about no process, nothing where synthetic, nothing from that. Vegetarians can eat. Vegetarians eat chunk, you know. Chunks. Chunks no Ital. You know what is chunks? Tofu no Ital. Tofu is a vegetarian food, you know. And chunks is a vegetarian food, but it is not an Ital food. What I am telling you now, that the Rastaman developed a system, a cultural system, both in eating habits and living habits, that is different from the normal. That's why when I say Ital, it don't necessarily mean vegetarian. That's why when I say Haile Selassie, it don't necessarily mean God. Because the man in the hills who is expounding about Ital livity, him to ever use greater, him to ever use metal. Me, I can't use myself. It's years I have traveled this way and I don't eat flesh and I don't wear it.
You don't wear it?
I don't wear flesh. I don't wear animal products for myself.
You don't wear a belt?
I don't wear animal products. I don't wear nothing that is made from animals. You understand? You have enough Rastaman who see it on the level there. Now you have vegetarians who live in the vegetarian, but instead wear leather shoes.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
To me, that is a contradiction, you know. To my livity.
I see.
To my livity. In the school of Rastafari that I come from, say that if you don't eat animal, you must wear it.
Wear it.
Yes, because it is still killing. It is you're supporting the killing of the animal. That is a mindset that I have. For the most of my life. That's why you don't wear shoes. That's why I don't wear shoes. I said that's why I don't wear leather. That's why I don't wear animal products, because I don't eat it, I don't wear it. All right. So that is an aspect of Rastafari that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people don't know that you have a whole heap of Rastaman who don't smoke herbs. Because a whole heap of people believe, say, every Rasta smoke herb, that's why your eye looks on all everything there. And when I tell them, say, I don't even know if you roll a spliff.
Never smoke herb yet?
Never, I don't know if you roll a spliff. And that not try to show you.
Interesting.
You have Rastaman who you can't tell him nothing about glass, metal and them thing there. Him house don't make no glass. Him a whisk. Him wrap him house with whisk. Him wear.
Him against glass.
Him agree. That's why I say no. You have Ital.
Yeah. No use grease.
And you have natural. You have Ital and you have natural. It might sound like semantics, but to the livity, the livity of Rastafari, what I tell you about now, which is not a learned thing out of the Bible, but when you trod, you start to develop these attributes.
And you're a man who lived in the hills for years.
I live there, and I see Rastaman who lived there before me, and I know Rastaman right now who still live there.
Live there
who still perpetuate them same kind of livity there. Where you can't go in out and tell him nothing about no God.
I can't tell him say Selassie no God.
Him say, no, I'm not talking about no God. Him say, I Selassie, I. When you say I Selassie, I. And that him a tell you about. Him a talk about I. That where think the concept of I come from? I is not a semantics, you know. All I is doing is responding to the life, the energy, the good energy that is in man. It is not responding to the man physical. It is responding to the man divine. So when I say I, and him say me and you is second person. In the consciousness of Rastafari, there is no second person. That is why him say I. Him say I and I. To the normal person, you can say I and I. Because him is responding to himself. When him say I and I, him say Ian Bowen and Mutabaruka is one. So when him look on Haile Selassie, him saying Haile Selassie is I. That means say Haile Selassie and him is one. There is no difference between Haile Selassie and I in Rastafari. And the only way we're going to find that consciousness in Rastafari is through the livity, not through the biblical perception where only pray our Father and please John, Haile Selassie is the return Messiah.
This concept about return Messiah and Rastaman
it's a
ruling over Zion and all.
No, look here. You know why a Rastaman will come and tell you, say, Rasta will rule the world.
Rule the world.
You know why?
You don't believe it?
Because it's a Bible doctrine. The Bible, you see, no, Ian Bowen, examine it. Every Rastaman that you ever talk to, and him tell you these things, isn't it the same idea of the Bible I'm talking about?
Yes, yeah.
Don't him read the Bible?
It's a reinterpretation of the Bible.
And I am telling you that there's a school of Rasta thought out there that does not believe in world domination. What it believes in understanding nature, understanding him cause.
Interesting perspective on Rastafari, setting the record straight and telling us that the common concepts that we have had of Rastafari do not take in what he believes is a significant element in Rastafari, an element that we have not heard about, that you are hearing about, many of you, for the first time on Religious Hard Talk. We take our final break.
What do you think Rastas believe about the Bible?
Well, the Bible teaches every man everything, you know, good and evil, you know, in the Bible, you know. And every young Christian, right, you know, the best advice that we give them, read the Bible chapter a day. And to lead you in the way you want, you know, whether good or evil, in the way you want, the Bible will lead you.
Rasta don't believe about the Bible, you know, unless it's for them Bible. Or Rasta have for them Bible, so the Bible where them say the white man print and write, Rasta don't believe in it. Them always blaspheme it. You understand? So the Rasta have for them Rasta Bible.
The Bible is a part of them religion, man. Them use it as one of them main tools, just like how them use ganja as one of them tools. Because them use the Bible as a guiding step.
I think they use the scriptures for their convenience, but I don't think they really believe in Jesus Christ as being Savior. So it's a sort of contrary thing, because they have Selassie as their God, but they still use the scriptures to say, well, Jah, and referring to him as their God. So it's contrary. I don't think they have it straight.
Well, Rasta have their own beliefs, you know. I don't think some things in the Bible Rasta believes still, you know, but I don't think everything still, because they have for them own prophecy and everything.
Some Rasta read Bible and some don't read Bible. And some, but I and I want to burn the Bible. I have to read my Bible. You understand me? And all I room said speed, you see it? So I couldn't burn the Bible. You see me? I have to just do. I have to just, you understand? Live up. You see me, baby? Live up and now burn. I just live my life, you see it?
An interesting, and some would say novel, interpretation of Rastafari being given to us by the well-known Rastafarian Mutabaruka, well-traveled Rastafarian dub poet. Right. So when you came into
Rastafari... It's not an interpretation, you know.
No, meaning
it's a livity.
Yeah, but there are many Rastafarians who would disagree.
You disagree with what? The livity?
I'm not asking you to comment. Dermot, Fagan, when you look at the Associates book, he lists all the different houses and mantles of the Rastafari.
We're not talking about no house, no, you know. Listen to what I say.
And they don't hold.
Listen to what I'm saying. No. Yes. I'm not talking about a belief, you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a livity. I am saying that there is a belief and there is a livity. And what separates Rastafari from the Christian world is not the reading of the Bible, it's the livity of Rastafari that make the difference. And
but you must have a
which
theologian?
Which
must have beliefs with it.
I never said of a belief. The belief in Haile Selassie defines what that moves you to this livity.
Oh.
It's not everybody. It's not everybody who believe in.
What's the essence? What's the essence? If I would ask you one.
What is the essence of Rastafari?
What is it that you said to me? Why Ian Boyne? Yeah. If a man don't have this, he can't say Rasta.
If a man don't say Haile Selassie,
is what?
The nucleus of him exists.
But what is he? What is Haile Selassie?
Haile Selassie is I. Haile Selassie is I, the recognition.
But he's not God, he's not supernatural.
But you asked me that already. Way down the line. You see, you try.
So you now come back to rule the world. No,
Haile Selassie. Yeah. We're not talking about world domination here. We're talking about finding self. Which find yourself, you know.
Then
but to find himself. Remember, I told you that the beginning. Yeah. Remember, I tell you about the beginning. How it began,
yes,
and what it evolved to,
yes.
And I am telling you,
you're not following the evolution.
No, listen, no, I am following the evolution. Listen to me. If I never follow the evolution, I wouldn't there. So.
But it evolved in a Bible thing. But you're not following the Bible.
Listen to me now. Rastafari is a response to colonialism and slavery.
Yeah.
Rastafari is a black power movement with a spiritual theological nucleus.
But where's the theological?
The theological.
Theology is theological.
No, I am explaining.
Your thing is a cultural thing.
No, you listen to me. No, listen to me. Yeah. You know why I use this? You're making I use terms now that I usually use.
All right.
You see? Because if I could start to explain to you now within the context of theology, like when I say to you God, and if I could start to explain what God means. I am trying to tell you now that this the divine self.
Yeah, I know.
The energy of self, the recognition of this divine person in I is what Haile Selassie represents.
Muta,
in the belief of Haile Selassie, it is carrying I to I self. And
how would that carry to yourself? I don't understand.
But you're not going to understand it, you know why? Because you still have the what you call the formal perception, the concepts that rule your understanding. It's very difficult now.
How are you different from a Pan-Africanist?
Oh, why different?
I was speaking to a Rasta.
The Pan-Africanists don't declare Haile Selassie.
But you're not same God, you see?
No, the Pan-Africanist does not declare Haile Selassie as a nucleus. That is what differentiates I.
And what difference?
I am a Pan-Africanist, you know.
No.
As a Marcus Garveyite.
Yes.
But I am differentiated by the understanding in my livity through the recognition of Haile Selassie.
So what was so special about Selassie then?
Nothing that special about Haile Selassie.
So why you choose him?
You will come from the beginning of the program. The beginning of the program. We tell you already, you know, there is a response to slavery. It's a response. Where is the black man king? Where is the black man God? So, in a response to that.
But he's not any king anymore.
No, what do you mean not any king anymore? A king is always a king. I'm not a king anymore. I don't understand.
Where is his throne? Where is Selassie's throne?
A king after. Where's Jesus Christ's throne? Don't Jesus Christ supposed to be the king when he's thrown there?
But the Christians say, am I ruling ever?
No, the Christians will say, well, Haile Selassie are ruling I. Haile Selassie are ruling I. So what are the difference now? What is the problem?
But not Haile Selassie, the individual.
Yeah, you know, you can't be an individual and this and that already. I don't declare Haile Selassie to you already, you know.
As
how you interpret Haile Selassie is your problem. I am telling you, supremely is Haile Selassie I to I. I am not in the supernatural, I am in the supreme. So supreme being to I is different from a supernatural being. Supreme being means that it is above the beings. What I see in this individual and glorifying this individual. Maybe you cannot see it in that individual. So I recognize in this individual something that I need for myself. And through the historical references, through Ethiopia as the most ancient of all countries and the beginning and the source of all human existence.
But will that black king come to rescue us as black people?
Is I have to rescue myself in the Haile Selassie. Is I have to rescue myself. No man can save us. No man can save us. I have to save myself.
We save ourselves.
Within the consciousness of Rastafari. That is why it leads I to this livity.
So we are no one.
You is on your own, I don't know about you. I say, I, within the context of Haile Selassie, is saving myself and hoping to liberate black people out of the hands of white supremacy. That is what I talk about. I not talk about some man who ever just take up 144,000 people over here so, and burn up the whole of the people. So, no, I talk about the redemption of black people through an understanding of self, through the personality of Haile Selassie.
A lot of Rastafarians, Muta, have been mistaken by using this Bible as them guide.
No. The evolution is important. You start here, so you end up there, so it's not a misguided
The
thing.
same
It's an
man who you say
evolution.
rate Selassie. Pick up the Bible.
Then what is wrong with that? I used to
Worship Jesus.
Yes, so what happened to
So
that?
he was misguided.
You never used to look girl when you're young.
But him
Me ask
misguided.
You didn't misguided. No, it's just at the experience at the time. It's not misguiding. It's at the
But
experience at the
Selassie,
time.
as Phil Potts point out in his book, Selassie make a whole heap of statement about the Bible.
So what happened to that? So what happened to that?
Then how could a man who use as the ideal?
No.
A man who use as the ideal, when the man now come and pronounce from the Bible and pick up the
You know what
Bible,
Ital say about
you
that?
take away yourself from
No, I
that.
can't tell you what Ital say about that. A man's religion is his personal thing. So a religious person must not run the state. Listen to me. Wait, man. Listen to me. No matter what Haile Selassie say.
Yeah.
You don't run the state with a religious person or a man of the army. So the state is run by the emperor. But religion is a man's personal concept.
Yeah.
So what I say in my religious affairs does not have to reflect what my father say. My father might find solace in his understanding of life. But in Haile Selassie, I find a different understanding of life through Haile Selassie. Because Haile Selassie not believing in Haile Selassie.
No, but if you follow him, you respect him for the Bible.
No, but I never tell you say I quote the Bible all the while, and I have to say the Bible is not my point of reference for Haile Selassie.
But it was Selassie's point of reference
to Christ, to what in believing in.
It was, yeah.
To what in believing in.
Him misguided at that.
No, I never said.
I agree.
But I never said I never said the Rasta man them who believe in the Bible misguided. You know. I am saying that there's an evolution in the understanding of Haile Selassie. No, if Haile Selassie believe in the Bible and believe in Christ. So
and he did.
Yeah, and I know must know, and I find something in Haile Selassie that I see. Why is it important that I must believe in what Haile Selassie believe in, to understand what I believe in Haile Selassie?
He was your ideal man.
Listen to what I say now. Listen to what I say now. I say.
He's a black kid.
You hear what I say now? If my mother is ideal, and she's a soldier, and she's a police, and she attributes certain things, and I come and see in my mother certain attributes, and I can draw from that. Why must I believe in what she believes in to come to an understanding of myself through she? It is not when Rasta come up here, he never know what Haile Selassie believe in. You know, it is a response of an event that took place. The event is the coronation of Haile Selassie. Yeah, so it's not a point of that. So if Haile Selassie believe in that, I have to believe in that. It's a point of what I found, what I can draw from my understanding of self through believing in Haile Selassie. And I am believing in Haile Selassie, and it carrying me to go lax. It carrying me to go eat Ital food. Haile Selassie never come tell me must lax and eat Ital food.
But that's the right vow in the Bible. Say.
But I not good lines are right vow. That's the man who read back. You say you come back to the Bible again. I never eat Ital food through the Bible. It's not because the Bible why I turn vegetarian, you know. It's not because the Bible why I lax. I don't lax because I am Nazarene. If I was a Nazarene, I got up on the hills and not eat. I eat cucumber, melon, and all these things. Nazarene vow say you must eat these things. Not go near no dead body. I know Nazarene. I is a Rastafari who lacks because this is my response to understanding myself.
Uta's final words, defending his Rastafarian identity against naysayers like Ian Boyne, setting the record straight and saying that he's no less authentic than men like Dermot, Fagan, Yasu Safari and others. I am saying these other people from the various houses that claim they are right. Muta says he can burn the Bible and burn God and still maintain his Rastafarian livity. And
so like a lot of other Rastas out there, because I am not a Rasta by myself. You have many Rastafari out there.
Very important. Yes. Very important. Mutabaruka clears the air and really does hard talk. Next week, I'll be back. Until then, Ian Boyne, on behalf of my production assistant, Tracy and Lang, wishing you a pleasant evening.
Religious Hard Talk, brought to you by Digicel.
Drive your dream with Digicel. You can win a brand new Benz. Put credit on your phone and call your friends and tell them, say.
Hard Talk, brought to you by Digicel.
Drive your dream with Digicel. You can win a brand new Benz. Put credit on your phone and call your friends and tell them, say.
Welcome to Religious Hard Talk. I'm Ian Boyne. Mutabaruka is back. The issues that we raised with him could not be exhausted in any one program, so he's back to explain his brand of Rastafari, which he feels is authentic. He believes that the versions of Rastafari to which most of us have been accustomed are versions which have not been true to the essence and the original intentions of Rastafari. I have accused Muta in the past of not being Rastafari, of denying the essential doctrines of Rastafari. And in fact, I have pointed out that he's an atheist. Well, Muta has decided to respond to all of these charges and to tell you what he is in his own words. There are a number of interesting issues concerning Rastafari, Christianity, the evolution of Rastafari, Rastafari as a belief system or a livity, which need to be explored and which we will continue to explore in our incisive way on Religious Hard Talk today. Mutabaruka,
Yeah, man.
I'm glad we have another reasoning.
Of course.
The issue that I raised of the essence of Rastafari, we are still grappling with that. You explain Rastafari as...
Who is grappling with it? Who is we?
I, for one, am grappling.
All right, so you're grappling.
Let me speak for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm grappling with this issue. You do not see Rastafari as a set of doctrines.
No.
As a doctrinal creed, but as a livity.
Yes, a way of
My
life.
question, way of
people.
life.
All right, a way of life for people who recognizes Haile Selassie. So the context in which we're talking about the way of life is represented.
But recognize him as what?
As
people we know, Rastas say that he is God. You are saying he's not God.
No, I am saying that he's a nucleus of my being, of understanding life. No, in recognizing that God, why I'm saying that we don't really.
But you don't call Selassie God, though.
No, the
you
reason
stop
why,
using that term.
You know why? Because whenever you
use
say
the word.
God, it conjures up a certain idea.
Yes, yes.
And I'm trying not to allow the person who's listening to me to come up with that idea of this man. So I am saying, I'm putting in Haile Selassie in the context of being the symbol of my way,
the ultimate man
of life.
Yes.
So we say supreme as opposed to supernatural. See? So the idea of Haile Selassie coming from Leonard Howell, responding to an event.
You're going back to the original.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to say, what I was saying last week was this, that people always say, oh, you don't believe in how Haile Selassie believed in.
Yes, right.
But Haile Selassie is a Christian. But you see, Rasta was not responding to a belief of what Haile Selassie believed. They were responding to
original
an event.
Rastafari, yes.
It was responding to an event. The event was that this man, Rastafari, was crowned Emperor of Ethiopia.
Yes.
So they were responding to Marcus Garvey saying, where is your God? Where is your kingdom?
Yes.
Where is your king? And Leonard Howell is responding to that, recognizing the event, started to say, this is him.
Yes, yes.
So now,
Explained it.
after recognizing this person, the need to explain your position was necessary. And the people who were drawn to Rastafari was in the Christian mindset.
Yes.
So they use the validation of Christianity to validate the Rastafari understanding. Why am I saying Haile Selassie? Because he's the King of Kings. The King of Kings is in the Bible. It says that the King of Kings is Christ. Why am I saying Haile Selassie? The Lion of Judah. The Lion of Judah is in Revelation 5. Why am I saying Haile Selassie? Ethiopia, because it says Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hand unto God. So all of these validation was very important to the individual, the persons at the time, to use to validate it.
So we have come to see that as inextricably attached to Rastafari. But you are saying it is not. It doesn't have to be. It was not in the Howell's mind.
It is.
No.
But it don't have to be.
It doesn't have to
be.
In
other words, I don't have to use the Bible to validate my understanding of why I say Haile Selassie.
But you will agree, though, that your position is a minority position. The majority of Rastafarians have what you call the Christian mindset.
The majority
of Rastafarians.
The majority of Rastafari hold fast to the Bible.
All right.
Because that is the experience that has been gathered over the years from the elders. I am saying to you now that what Rastafari intention, the intention of Rastafari is not to associate biblical and Christianity with it, but to liberate the minds and the physical being of black people out of a system that Leonard Howell called white wicked system.
Well, let me ask you this natural question. If that is what Rastafari originally set out to do, why would it have to be religious? It could be a secular,
what we don't see that
black
religious
nationalism. No, I don't want to get into semantics.
No, it's not semantics. Listen.
Rastafari is recognized as a religion. You're going to get into semantics.
But I am telling you, I don't.
You're like many Christians who say they don't believe in religion. They believe in Jesus. Personal with Jesus.
No, listen to me. I not tell you.
That's semantical gymnastics.
No, it's not semantical gymnastics. Because don't you say Haile Selassie is not God?
Yes, I know he's not God.
And I am saying Haile Selassie is not God.
Yes, we are agreeing on that.
So I am saying, but I still recognize Haile Selassie. No, I am saying to you now that if I am saying Haile Selassie as my being, as my symbol of recognition of myself, that don't make it a religion, that make it acceptance.
I agree that you are not religious, you know.
Yes,
in fact, I'm saying you are an atheist.
If I am telling you that Rastafari is not religion, it's a way of life. It's a way of life that recognizes its imperial majesty, as the center of its existence.
No.
It is a way of life that recognizes Emperor Haile Selassie as the center of its existence. In other words, when I say Haile Selassie, it allows me to live a certain way that is distinct from Christianity and other ways that Jamaican people know. Example.
So there's nothing necessarily religious about that then?
But I tell you, it's not a religion. I told you that is not a religion.
But for the vast majority, so you're saying the classification of Rastafari has been a mistake?
No, listen to me. I am saying to you that Rastafari is not a religion. And you is telling me that Rastafari is not a religion. I am telling you that Rastafari is not a religion.
Will you agree that for the majority of Rastafarians, they see it as they see something supernatural about Rastafari?
A lot of Rastas see something supernatural about Rastafari.
You admit that?
Because it is embedded in the same Christian mindset.
Okay.
If you are not embedded in
so when the majority of Rastafarians hear Mutabaruka speak, and that detach Rastafari from any form of supernatural, they would regard that as heretical.
Well, if you want to say it's heretic, it's heretic. If you want to say
because they see Selassie
as a supernatural being,
as the black man's God.
Yeah, but I am saying
black man's supernatural.
Yeah, but I am saying to you, no. Leonard Howell.
No, Howell different. No, he's going back to Howell.
Yeah, but then wait.
You have to go back all.
Then you go back to Jesus. But you go to Jesus 2,000 years ago.
You have to go back 70 years to Howell.
But you are going back 2,000 years to Jesus.
Because the present day Rastafarians
going back to
are
Jesus
unlike you.
Yeah, but I never say no.
No. But
how much Rasta you say I walk up and look barefoot?
No, that is one of your eccentricities.
So I am saying to you now that Haile Selassie, because of saying Haile Selassie, it allows you to be of a certain mindset.
Yeah. So what is so special about Haile Selassie?
What
is so special about
I'm telling you what is so special about Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie connects.
Iran, yes.
No, I can tell you, Haile Selassie connects the black people then. Who's domiciled in this former slave plantation to an history that was not taught to them, to a genes that they didn't understand, and to a perspective of life that when they say it, it allows them to live out that.
No, explain. What about Selassie?
What I'm
he ran Ethiopia in the ground. Ethiopia was one of the poorest countries in the world when Mengistu Haile Mariam overthrew him.
Let me ask you something now. Tell me something. God created the world and he can't control the man that we make on the world.
No, I'm not saying. But what was exemplary about Haile Selassie's rule?
But your question.
He reduced Ethiopia.
Your question. Listen to me.
To abysmal poverty.
God destroyed the whole planet with water. Didn't he do that? He killed innocent people.
Yeah.
God is the biggest mass murderer.
But so all you're saying is that
what I am saying
Selassie was no different from the Christian God?
No, what I am saying to you, that you must not use what your perception of Haile Selassie.
So what the facts show?
What no fact don't show that. All right. So what I'm talking about, God, is it a fact?
That what?
What I just
no,
said
but
about
all you be proving by that
what
is
I am
that
saying,
Selassie was no better than the Christian God. That doesn't help
but
your
I never
cause.
agree with what you say about Haile Selassie. You know, I am asking if you agree with what I say about God.
That God was genocidal.
No, I know. Listen. You say.
Take our break. You know this is going to be, because it is so interesting. You know this is going to be another interesting one. Mutabaruka, he has 4 hours on a Wednesday night all by himself. But tonight he's challenged, and tonight he will not respond successfully to this challenge. This is Religious Hard Talk. We take our first break.
Religious Hard Talk, brought to you by
Digicel.
Write your dream with Digicel. You can win a brand new Benz. Put credit on your phone and call your friends and tell them say.
Welcome back to well-known Rastafarian. Mutabaruka defends.
Oh, you call me a Rastafarian, no?
Well, that's how he's seen. That is how he's seen. We are here to demythologize him. Well-known Rastafarian by reputation. Mutabaruka defends his unique brand of Rastafarianism on Religious Hard Talk.
All right, look here.
So we're saying.
No, wait, don't use those words about unique brand.
All right, unusual brand. All right.
Brand. All right, listen to me about Haile.
What was special about Selassie?
Yeah, all right.
What's special?
No, I am telling you.
He was a black king.
Excuse me.
I am a black emperor.
Why Rasta say Haile Selassie?
Yes.
Right? I told you why Haile Selassie is important in the whole genetic culture and understanding self through an African perspective.
But why? You have other African rulers. So I'm saying, why Selassie?
Yeah, because
other African rulers.
Yeah, I am saying because Haile Selassie now, in terms of what Haile Selassie did for Ethiopia and the world.
What he did?
Listen to me. Did you know that Haile Selassie was recognized as the father of African unity? Him and Kwame Nkrumah formed the OAU.
The Organization of African Unity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Haile Selassie was recognized in Africa as
played a more crucial
no, whether or not they played a crucial role politically in Ghana. In Ghana, yes. I am talking about Africa. No, I'm not talking about Ghana, no, because Haile Selassie Nkrumah was the president of Ghana. I am talking about Africa as a state. I am saying to you now that Haile Selassie is recognized as the father of African unity in Africa. Haile Selassie has been able, Haile Selassie supported the liberation struggle both in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, Zimbabwe and South Africa.
He was a good Pan-Africanist.
Why you saying what him did? What him did? Then if you say what him is a good Pan-Africanist.
No, what I'm saying, but there are other Pan-Africanists.
No, but I say no. But apart from being Pan-Africanist and the father of African unity, he has the history that I and I was searching for to link I and I that missing link of African history in Ethiopia that we couldn't recognize. Where is the African
lineage to Solomon?
No, not Solomon. No, it's Solomon.
Not like
Solomon. Ethiopia older than Solomon.
No, to Solomon and thing.
No, but it's modest to talk about his lineage to Ori. You ever hear about Ori? His modest to say his dynasty goes beyond Solomon to Ori, the first emperor of Ethiopia, who recognized this concept of God. Before there was any concept of God, this Ori. And civilization went down the River Nile from Ethiopia. All right. So I am saying to you now, this connection with Haile Selassie allowed the Rastaman to link what we never know in a person, that all we come in history, we could show now a man, a country, a continent. And the works of Haile Selassie speaks for itself. I don't mean when you talk about propaganda with Western civilization. I talk about what Haile Selassie has done for Africa as a Pan-Africanist, and not only being a Pan-Africanist now, but being of a royal lineage that connects Africa with history.
And when you say royal lineage, you're not talking about Solomon.
No, I'm talking about a lineage that is before
even Solomon.
Ethiopia is
the regular Rastaman.
All right, listen to me.
Lineage, talk about Solomon.
Listen to me now.
All right.
Ethiopian history don't start with Solomon and Sheba.
All right, very important.
The history of Ethiopia,
that.
as you tell that, Ethiopia goes beyond Solomon and Sheba, because there was a dynasty that was flourishing in Ethiopia even before Egypt built the pyramids. Because it is claimed that Egypt is a child of Ethiopia, and civilization went down the River Nile from Ethiopia. The beginning of the Nile comes from Uganda into Ethiopia and go right down to Sudan, go right down. So I am saying to you that that connection that we never have through Bible of teaching, the Bible never, not the Bible, the people who was bringing this Christianity was never ever tell you it's Egypt in Africa, because there's no geographical geography in church. What Haile Selassie, the understanding of Haile Selassie has been able to do for Rasta is to connect we, the dispossessed here, with a civilization that is so glorious and perpetually continuity, the continuity of that thing, and it's so glorious that we can be proud now and look on our sister and say empress, and look on ourselves and say we are king.
And it was even more glorious than Egypt?
Of course, because it was Egypt is the child of Ethiopia. Now, if you go to Ethiopia, you don't go learn Ethiopian history. You learn Jewish history. Because what validates Ethiopia through Ethiopia is validated through the Solomonic dynasty. And I am saying to you that there's a greater Ethiopia. Just like how them never tell you about Africa before slavery. You see, we believe that our history started as slavery. Our history, slavery, is disconnected from history. So I am saying now that Ethiopian history never start with the Makeda going to Solomon.
Very important.
That is the Jewish connection.
You agree though that a lot of the Rastaman is them thing that
but I'm trying to show you that I can explain myself outside of the Judic understanding
very important.
Of it. Because there is a greater, and remember also that gods are made through the pharaohs, because even the pharaohs recognize because it is the elect of God, meaning God represents the people and God elect the people, elect the leader, and the leader now becomes that God, that understanding. So he's the supreme authority.
That is right.
In the context of Egyptian and ancient African understanding of kings and queens.
Yes.
That is what we are talking about.
Yes, well explained. So, what you are saying, in effect, Muta, is that this majority opinion that has come down to us, the received opinion of Rastafari, has been really grossly mistaken.
No, I never said mistaken. I could have never said that.
No, but the man use the Bible. No,
but I couldn't say not mistaken.
They see it within the Christian mindset.
No.
Today,
you see, you sound like what you do.
Me,
you know what I don't know. You sound like what you do with the virgin the other day to tell them to Mutabaruka and Rasta. Listen to what I tell you now. Listen to what I tell you now. There's so many trees. There's so many leaves. But it's just one tree. Listen.
But no illusion the man them drop on. When the man them drop on the Bible, no illusion and fantasy the man them drop on.
No, I draft when I started out Rasta. That is my validation, you know.
You start with that too?
Of course.
With Bible?
Of course.
And them thing there?
That is my validation, but I am saying to you.
But you grow to that now.
But that
you get more in light now.
But there is
and you left back the man them in the darkness.
No.
So why are you afraid of that?
No, I don't see no darkness. I see light and lesser light.
So you have graduated. So
I am saying to you. No, I am saying to you that Rastafari is not written in stone. It's not like the Bible where tell you say this is that and this is that. It is an evolution in the livity and the understanding. So the man in New York.
It evolved beyond you, you know. You gone back to Howell.
No.
It evolved to that figure that call himself Christian.
But I used to say
a man read the Bible.
But I used to say
evolved beyond.
But this is why I said in the beginning I was reading the Bible too.
Yeah.
So it's not evolved beyond nothing. I was reading the Bible too, you know. No. I am saying to you that there is a man in New York will not explain Rastafari like a man in Westmoreland. And a man in Germany will not explain Rastafari. So there is different ways of getting to the same sea. So many rivers, one sea. And I am saying to you, not because a man is using the Bible, he's wrong. I am saying to you that there must be a start.
Use the Bible. What up? A man can use the Bible and come to an authentic understanding of Rastafari.
Yeah, but then I'm showing you that it's the way of life that is validating Rastafari. It's not the authenticity of its use in the Bible.
But doesn't the Bible perpetuate certain myths?
The Bible perpetuates myths, but I am saying
so
to you.
How can a man use the Bible and come to the authentic.
But I am telling you that
stream.
I use the Bible also.
But you were misled. You know, come to realize.
No, I never say I was misled.
You use the Bible.
No, I never say I was misled.
When you use the Bible to see Selassie.
No, I never say I was misled.
No, but when you use
Miguel never tell the same was misled neither. Remember, Miguel tell the same 20 years ago. 20 years ago, when I say, I would maybe what I said for 30 years ago. But no, I am not saying that. When I use the Bible, it's because of my experience in the given time that I use it. In this time, it's a given purpose. I don't use it. At the time, that is what I was given. That is what I use.
No,
so no, I don't use it. Just like how I used to cook. And when I cook, and at a given time,
no, either thing is true or it is not true.
But I never said the Bible is not true. I am saying that I don't use the Bible to validate my life.
But I am saying
I never said the Bible is not true.
Times you said every week.
No. I am saying
is the Bible true?
No, listen to what I said.
Is the Bible
I said
true?
You can use the Bible, but I am not going to know hard and fast sit down and say historically. If you use it as a historical reference point.
But that's how the Rastas have used it.
No,
they have used it to trace Selassie's lineage to Solomon.
Yeah, but I am showing about a lineage.
To Solomon and all them
but that is not lie.
No.
Solomon, Haile Selassie is descended from Solomon and Sheba. That is not lie.
But what you are saying?
I am saying that I am going beyond this. I can validate Haile Selassie not using Solomon and Sheba, because Solomon and Sheba is not a reference point to me when I am talking about Haile Selassie. But if a man use Solomon and Sheba, it's not lie, Mattel.
So when a man uses the Bible about Ethiopia stretch forth and toward God, and
that is not lie. But that is lie.
No,
wait,
so
that
are
is
you
lie.
saying?
It is in the Bible.
So when that was in the Bible, was that a prophecy of the man Selassie?
I don't know. I don't know if
that's why you don't believe that.
No, but I don't know. I am
don't believe in the Bible.
No, but I am
when the psalmist says that Ethiopia shall stretch forth and was that a prophecy in reference to Haile Selassie?
No. No.
Precisely.
But that don't mean that Ethiopia never stretched forth his hand.
No, I know. But when the Bible did say that, it not say that out of inspiration.
No. It's a man recognizing Ethiopia.
But when the traditional
Rasta
or when said that, it mean to say, he believes that God inspired that.
Yeah, but I never said God inspired.
No,
but I am telling you that when a man says
it's a myth.
No, listen to me.
It's a myth the Rasta man using.
A whole heap of myths Rasta man use. The idea about
why you saying it clearly? No, a lot of myths Rasta man use.
Of course, because I'm in the Christian thinking.
And the Christian thinking itself is wrapped up in mythology.
The Christian thinking mythology, of course. That is the problem. There is a lot of mythology because the Rastaman is using the same Christian idea to validate him thinking. Him get caught in the same
trap. Like the Christian man.
But I am saying to you, not because the Rastaman declare Haile Selassie descended from Solomon and Sheba and in the Bible is a lie.
I know.
So I'm not saying that Haile Selassie never come from Solomon and Sheba. That's a historical reference that can be validated. But to tell me that a snake talking to a woman, and I must say that is true, and to tell me that I come from three people, Shem and Japheth, I would have to go use my intelligence and understanding now to see, I can recognize that in reality rather than just being faith. Because faith is not something that you can question. But when you use your faith to validate history, then I'd have to start to question it. So if the Rastaman is using something where the Christian use to validate his understanding of Haile Selassie and it is embedded in just faith, then him have a problem. Rasta have a problem.
That means that the majority
Rastafari is going to have a problem if they keep using the Christian doctrine to validate Emperor Haile Selassie as what them say is the Almighty. Because there is something outside of the Bible and Christianity that is more ancient in its order than using the Bible to validate it. The Rastafari concept and idea is before the Bible.
And bigger than the Bible.
It is before the Bible. Because this is not a unit. For instance, in India, Buddhism was 500 years before Christianity.
Of course.
Hinduism 500 years before.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that there's similarities.
Between the two of them?
There's more similarities between the livity of Rastafari with these Eastern consciousness than Christianity. But what is wrong? We were trapped in this Western world using the Christian doctrine to validate not recognizing that there is somewhere along the line that Rastafari is expressing something so ancient and so of the order of his ancient Africanness, that if he would go into the depths of him being and liberty of him understanding, he would recognize it. But if him keep using the Bible, I'm going to sit down and talk, pray to our Father who art in heaven. And like what Marcus Garvey say, black people sit down and pray too much.
This is vintage hard talk. Mutabaruka. That is the most passionate. Being clear. Because I'm pressing him to be clear. Not to go around, but to speak precisely, forthrightly. The definitive Mutabaruka interview, you better get these 2 tapes last week and this week and get them as a set called the TVJ program, the department. You have to have this tape. You want to understand Rastafari or this celebrity Rastafarian. We take another break on Religious Hard Talk. Well-known Rastafarian. I'm forced to describe him as such because that is how he's seen. Right. Well-known Rastafarian, Mutabaruka, known all over the world. One of the most traveled Rastafarian, and probably one of the most traveled Jamaicans in all. A Rastafarian artist of excellence and international recognition. Muta, at the break, you were talking about this, black man going into himself and linking with this sort of ancient ancestral
consciousness.
But when you look at us, look at our root. Yes. We have always been people as black people who believe in the continuation of life beyond the body. If you go to our most ancient beliefs, we have never been naturalists.
Disconnected.
We have never been materialists. The Europeans come up with this idea of philosophical naturalism.
European man.
Your idea is closer to the white Europeans, the Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, well, if you say so,
you are expressing a classic atheism, Euro-American atheism. You sound more like Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens, Sam Harris, William Rowe, all of these leading atheists. Our people, from Africa. We believe in the spirits. We believe that the spirit survive the body. We believe we can be in connection with the ancestors. So when you come with a Rastafarian livity, and I tell man say, when him dead, that is the end of him, and him now come back, and there won't be no African kingdom. When you come with them heretical white man atheistic doctrine that you are pushing under the guise of Rastafari.
Very much like the journalist I know he is.
But go on.
All right.
Answer that.
All right, you hear me I say now.
We always are spiritual.
I said that to you last week, Man dead, life continue. Life, you can't kill life.
Can you contact the ancestors?
Wait there, listen to me. I am my ancestor and my ancestor. Listen to me now. I am my ancestor and my ancestor is me.
No, so we believe it.
No, you mean that's where I get it from? Where I get it from?
No.
Where I get it from?
The ancients believe.
Listen to me.
Like the shamans.
Excuse me.
That them can contact.
Listen to what I say now.
Them great.
I am now contacting my great ancestor because I am him. I am my great ancestor.
You say man.
No.
Confused.
See now, let me explain now, and I'll make the program done.
No man, we have time. Go explain.
Right. When I say I am my ancestor and my ancestor is me,
words upon words.
There is a connection between the past and the present, and what is was and what was is. No, you see, life. Wait, don't stop, man.
Me not stop.
You see, life. There's no death in life. There's only death in people, and I am saying to you now. Wait now.
Africans don't accept no death in people.
I am an African and I accept it. You know what I mean? I'm an African.
Yeah, but your view is heretical.
But you're not heretical to who?
You're not connected to the.
To who are you heretical
to African traditional
religion. No, you can't tell me. But I am not talking about African traditional religion here. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about experience of a people that is domiciled in farmers plantation island known as Jamaica.
No, but
I'm not talking about ancient African traditions. I am not talking about ancient African traditions. I am talking about the tradition that I and I as Rasta developed in
the West.
In a place that has been
in the West, the colonial West.
That I developed things in the West. The idea of Haile Selassie never come from the East. It's just come from. It's a reaction. So I am reacting now to what you say now. Right. Life continues. Death is something that you and me feel. You're dead. There's no life that is leaving your body.
Africans always believe that, brethren. I challenge you. Bring in
but
any
African challenge me. I know that
comparative religion professor to settle this debate.
But I'm not debating. I'm not debating. You never hear me say. I am reacting to leaving Africa and developing a character.
But you leave your heritage, you leave religious heritage, and accept the white man Darwin's view.
But I don't read Darwin.
About life. You don't read Darwin. You're influenced by him.
Influenced by him. I don't know Darwin influenced more than same man come from monkey. I don't believe the man come from monkey.
Influenced by.
No, but wait there. The only thing I know about Darwin is that Darwin said man.
Atheism.
You know, listen to me I say. The only thing I know about Darwin is that Darwin said man come from monkey, and I don't accept it. But I don't. But you know about it. I don't know about it. So what I am telling you, no, I don't know about it. I don't know about Darwin theory. What I am saying to you now is what I know coming from my experience here. So now, whether if related to what white people think, it don't concern me. I don't believe white people thinking.
White people.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that you think and I think that is still white people thinking. Even the concept of Jesus is white people think that, and I don't. No,
but you claim to
not explain. You don't want to explain the thing.
Explain it.
Because if it's similar, it don't mean the same.
All right, good point.
Yes. So if because I'm drawing similarities, it don't mean it's the same.
Yeah,
so here what I say now. I don't believe that if Muta dead, there is something coming out of Muta that is allowing Muta to live again. Life is of no characteristic. Life is one. The man manifests this life and is given a certain character. When this man dead, there's no coming back of that man.
No coming back.
No, the life force that is generated by making this man live is what continue. And it don't have a character.
So the only thing I live for now is just where I get up every day and I do. That's all your life is about.
When I live for when I'm dead for. You live for when you're dead?
No man. Me say your life.
My life is about now.
Just a now. That's all you live for.
Then what me know where me live for? You know something?
So you have no hope. You have no.
My hope.
If you go inside and drop down heart attack, that's saying a Mutabaruka.
Yes.
That's the kind of hopeless nihilism.
Who's Neil? Who's Neil?
Nietzsche, the idea of men like white men, like Nietzsche and Albert Camus and these white.
You see all those people that you're talking about.
You don't hear about them, but you're very much influenced by them.
No, I don't know them.
You're
I never read
about
them. Listen to me now. Hear what me I say now. Listen to me I say now. Can you see? That's what me I say now. And you take up the argument with your argument. I don't get to say what I say. And then it come like we don't have no.
No man, you talk a lot, man.
Listen to what me I say now.
Yes.
You see the life what we are dealing with now. Life is not named. You don't name life. You name people and things. Life go beyond people and things. I am saying to you now that Ian Bowen don't have a life. That is Ian Bowen's life. Ian Bowen's life belongs to the cosmos. So when Ian Bowen dead, there is no Ian Bowen life that is existing. Ian Bowen only exists in the living that remember Ian Bowen. So what caused Ian Bowen to live? What caused Ian Bowen to live forever is the work or the non-work that he does in his life, and it continues in the minds of the living. But there is no Ian Bowen.
Classic atheism.
I don't business what you want to say.
Classic atheism.
It's similar, but maybe not the same.
No, classic atheism.
All right, give thanks. At least that means I'm up there, I can go write a book about atheism. Well, I must make it translated for me. I must make you write it for me. As a man who writes things. Anyway, you hear me I said, You see the program, guys.
All right, we're to the break. No, because your mind mess up when you meet a man like me.
All right.
When you meet a man like me, and you can't deal with that.
It's program.
I'm going to answer me tomorrow night and cut it in. I give him listeners. I'm one of his faithful listeners. We're going to be back, and you're going to hear Mutabaruka. We're going to give him all the time. When we come back, Religious Hard Talk, taking our final break. We know we didn't have to admonish you not to change the dial. We know you can't move away from us. Mutabaruka and Ian Boyne. We can't be boring.
I know your intention. You hear me I say no, Ian Boyne.
You must bring me
Rastaman have locks. But locks is not unique to Rasta, you know. Because you have the sadhus. The sadhus there.
Yes.
So true because me and the sadhu have locks.
Yes.
It's similar, but not the same. Now you talk about all these intellectual people who me sound like I'm a follow knowledge. We don't know where you talk.
You don't follow our ancestors.
Oh, maybe not fight.
You're thing alien, you're doctrine alien, you're thing alien to ancestors.
Alien to what? Alien to what?
Our ancestors, they hear you are talking
How much African you know is vegetarian? How much African you know is vegetarian?
I've never done that.
Most Africans eat meat. Yeah. So we have to say, no, I move from the Africanness when we turn vegetarian and raw food.
Rastafari as a connection with our ancient brotherhood.
Ethiopia, yes.
So me I said to you, say, oh, you push this ancient origins of Rastafari and the connectedness.
Yeah, and we don't go down supernatural thing.
Precisely.
No, because that is not the essence of.
You see the thing
no, that is not the essence.
We always supernatural, the essence of African belief system.
You see now.
All right, go on, again. So answer that. Oh, you have to go back to that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
The essence of our African belief system.
Listen to what I'm saying.
It's supernatural.
Listen to what I'm saying. The essence of our African being is thwarted by a people that is domiciled in this farmer slave plantation island. I am saying to you that what we developed because of this farmer slave plantation island and the persecution and the domination that we go through as black people, we have been able to develop an African worldview that is almost unique to our present day understanding.
Retrogress.
What you call retrogress?
You call it developed. But you break away from the ancient African people.
But I am saying to you,
supernatural.
Who break away from people? Who break away? It's not I break. It's them break away from. It's not I break away. It's them break away.
That means you submit to the colonial masters game.
No. But
them bring us to the West. And you are telling about them people there. You imbibe the ideas of the white Europeans.
No, you are telling me say I imbibe it, but I don't know about them. It's you are telling me about them and I don't know about them.
Come on.
You know, hear what I say? No, it's you are telling me about them. I don't know about them. You know. So if my way of life seems similar, it don't mean say the same mindset. If a man come in your house and you kill him because I'm going to try to kill you, and you stand up a man and you stand up on the road and kill a man. Just deliberately because
the white man them influence you far more than you think. That me I show you as a man who study philosophy. Me I show you say the white man.
But I never read them.
More.
But Ian Boy, I never was reading them.
The man them control Hollywood. The man them control the whole Western cultural stream.
So which part them show me about
Haile Selassie?
Which part them show me about Haile Selassie?
No,
where them show me about Haile Selassie?
Didn't I show you about that?
Then I come to this Haile Selassie.
No,
I am moving away from the African
tradition. Some degree of independence.
I am moving away from African tradition.
But it's not total. No, the cultural domination is not total.
It's not
it allows you some little space.
So the mindset now.
Yeah.
So the mindset that tell me that Haile Selassie is not white.
Yeah.
But because I am thinking that you say similar to white is a white mindset.
No, what me I say is you escape a little bit, you know. And you see the Selassie part.
That's the way I say.
But forget the fullness. Forget the fullness, which is the spirituality, which the majority of Rastaman them have.
Yeah.
Through the white influence.
Yeah.
Men like Immanuel Kant, David Hume,
but why you calling all those people?
Yes, these philosophers, yeah, man.
But I never do. All them guys influence me. I never read them.
Freud,
I don't know them.
Marx.
I never read Marx.
No, you don't read them.
So how am I going to be influenced by them?
No, you've been
if I don't know about them, I don't.
Some of the man, you read influenced by them.
No, hear me I say. I am Rasta.
You know, read what's meant to
I am Rasta before I start go Pamplane, you know. I am Rasta before I start go Pamplane, you know. I am Rasta before I live at Kingston, you know.
But you used to do with Bible,
Yeah, but I am saying to you, but not in a kid, not.
It's not with Bible one time, you know.
Yeah, but you know, long me stop read Bible. I mean, stop dealing with the Bible. From me live a country in a bush, me not read Bible, and everybody were used to them amongst me. Are we, as a ones, we not read no Bible, and we are cite the thing through the nature and the natural order of things. It's not the people them who you tell me I read. The man them when me use them most never read them. Some of them can't even read. So how come me and them man there who can't even read?
But your views have changed a lot.
No, changing where? Changing here from the Bible.
Yes.
I am saying to you that from my Rasta I never said Jesus Christ yet, you know.
You never said that?
No, I never said supernatural being.
You say my God though.
Yeah, but I never said supernatural.
Yeah,
but I never say he was a supernatural being.
Yeah, man, I know.
Because you know, and why I stop say God is because I recognize that when I used to say God,
and misunderstanding.
It's misunderstanding. But I say Rasta, in the perception of Haile Selassie, I never see him as this Jesus Christ was dead and come back. It's not so I see it. And you have the man them who I grew up with, never did see it that way they too. And the man don't know, the man don't have travel like me, the man don't even know which part of the airport there.
So when you saw Nabingi, man used to read Bible.
So how come my views and these man who you don't know, who's a minority, have those views, and the man them where you are mentioned to me, I never hear about them yet, the man don't even know about them. So we have to say no. is we are moved from the African president. I tell you why is it that way, why the similarity is. The similarity is because here is a people that is defining themselves in a colonial past and a neo-colonial presence that is organizing and developing a spirituality that is void of European understanding. And it is coming now through the livity of I and I. And through this livity, I and I develop a certain way of reasoning about the livity. And if it is similar to what white people say, according to you, I can't help that. But it's not leading me to Europe, because people also say that I'm a racist and I don't like white people. So if I am totally, according to you, if you will say it though, that why I'm always eating out at European and white people stuff, and my thinking is similar to them. And I am dealing with Marcus Garvey to the core, Pan-Africanist, Africa for Africans, those at home, not those abroad.
That is the genius of European cultural imperialism.
Okay.
It is so subtle.
That it catch me.
It is so subtle.
And then all of my life.
Even when we think we have escaped.
Yes.
We have not escaped.
And so all of my life now is centered around Africa, but it's still European.
I've said
look here, look at you something. Mutabaruka don't have no clothes. We're made in Europe. Are made in America.
No Italian tie.
No Italian shoes.
Italian shoes.
And yes, nothing like that. Mutabaruka is a person who walk up and down barefoot. You understand? For 30 odd years.
But drive a European car.
Drive a European car, because what we can escape, we escape. And I am saying to you now, tell me now, if that is the mark of a person mindset in the European tradition,
no, man, I don't.
Why am I not traveling to Europe? Which I can and I do continuously, and go into a store in Paris and buy a European tie like you, or a coat tie, but instead go into the deepest part of Africa and come out with some bead and some all these things.
I don't
tell
question
me.
your Pan-Africanism.
Yeah. So if this is Pan-Africanism,
yeah, man, you're Pan-Africanist.
So why am I on the
influence in some ways?
In some, I'll always influence, but I am telling you what I am saying now. Similarity don't mean same.
True. How does your view differ from the 80s?
I don't know about the 80s view. What is the 80s view?
The 80s believes that there is no super.
God.
That's right.
I cannot,
how is your view different from that? I have in the past accused you of the 80s.
You know why?
You're taking exception.
The difference.
How your view? Yeah, how you
the difference that I am recognizing Emperor Haile Selassie I as the center.
Yeah, but not different. I'm not.
You
could be an 80s.
Show me an 80s.
You.
Show me.
You are the atheist who believes that.
You can connect me with me.
You are the atheist. You are the atheist who believes that.
But it is beautiful if you connect me with me, because that is the purpose of me.
I mean,
that is the purpose of me, to connect myself. No. So I am saying to you now.
So saying that Selassie doesn't.
No,
you don't see Selassie as a supernatural.
Hello. Show
Selassie
me.
is the embodiment of Africanness and African glory.
Show me an atheist that recognize Emperor Haile Selassie I as the center of his being, the essence of his being. Show me him.
A person could have apart from you.
I said, show me him.
I don't know. Only you are looking at here now.
But if you don't know, don't debate on it.
No, but what
if you don't know, don't debate on it.
Selassie is no supernatural being to you.
Yeah,
he is just a representation of Africanness.
No, he's a representation of I in my glory.
In your glory.
In my, yes. But then what is he looking for?
Nothing.
What is he looking for? What is he looking for but your glory? To be happy and joyous in your life.
In this life, you know, that's all that there is.
Your connection with people, place, and things is the most important and most relevant thing for human existence. How you relate to people.
But the idea of Selassie ruling over Zion. You know,
Zion.
You know Zion.
No, Zion is just another term for heaven. And I am not substituting Jesus for Jesus. I'm not substituting Zion for heaven. The earth.
So Selassie not when rule. When Rastaman not gonna rule the world. You don't believe in anything there.
But I would say that last week, you know.
They don't believe in the rule.
Rastafari is not about world domination. It is about self-recognition, self-understanding. That is what it is all about.
Final words to Mutabaruka. We have chatted on many occasions, but on these two last occasions, we have had the most illuminating discussion. This is a set of DVDs that you must have. I'm not getting any TVG, don't give any money out of these things. But if you want,
your cameraman say, you have to share the program with me.
All right.
Because you don't want to
That's
share
for the managers. That is for the managers.
Talking about
Babylonian money. Next week I'm going to be back. We're dealing with independence. Well, we see what independence really is. Next week we're going to be back. This is Religious Hard Talk.
So guys, this one was indeed an interesting one. And don't forget to leave your honest comment down in the comment section. And also your own opinion. And you don't know say me dey upon the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. If you're new, big up to each and everyone. Up until then, peace out. Adios.